Hi everyone, it's Imogen. Welcome back to Colouring Kids. I hope you're all very well. I'm here today to share with you my completed pages for the month of June. I have several pictures to share with you this month, which is great, and quite a few whips as well, which I'm hoping to continue. So yeah, let's get started. So the first is actually a PDF. This is by Marja Safstrom, and she has done other books which aren't really meant to be colouring books, I don't think. So there's the Animal Compendium book, which I've coloured in, and I think it's the Amazing Animal Compendium of Animal Facts or something like that, and she's also done a Baby Animals one as well. So this was a colouring PDF which I believe was free on her website. She's Marja's book on Instagram if you're interested. I did have a bit of an issue with the printing and the smudging of its eye, but I decided to just do this page because I had just finished a really detailed page and wanted something really nice and simple to do. So obviously this isn't really the realistic colour of a squirrel, but I wanted to use my Illustrator dual tip brush markers by Spectrum Noir, and this is the tints set, or the pastels, and because it only comes with 6 colours, I just used what worked, and you know, kind of just put the colours in the obvious places, tried to think of how I could blend. So these leaves, for example, here, they're green, but I've also added shadow with blue to get a darker sort of green colour. But it was really fun to do, just very mindless, you know, using markers. I do really like using markers, and for the particular purpose of just wanting something relaxing to do, it was perfect. This was printed on some really smooth, thick cards that I had left over. I wouldn't recommend it for pencils, but it's great for marker because it is really smooth. So that's that one. So all of these now are from books, and I'll share with you my completed pages first and then the whips. Also, very excitingly, I have used or made myself some of my bookmarks to use in my videos now, because I thought it would make it more exciting for my completed pages. These are available on my Etsy stationery shop, which I will link in the description for you. But basically, you just put them on the corner of your page, and they kind of slot in here. There's kind of an envelope flap there to put them in. So as well as bookmarks, I have stickers, tags, new paper samples of Cambridge Imprints paper if you want to try it out. But yeah, I'll link it in the description, and I do just want to say a massive thank you to those of you who have supported me. It's been really fun making all of the products for you, and I really do appreciate it. So yeah, this is the page that I've done. This is from Flowerscape by Maggie Anterios, and I'd completed this flower, the Stargazer Lily, a couple of months ago, and this was a whip. This was also a buddy colour with Michelle, and I believe she finished hers quite a while ago, and hers was gorgeous. She is at ML Kim, is that right? Yeah, ML Kim 70 on Instagram if you're interested. So this page was done with our teaser pencils fully, apart from a Staedtler fine liner, Staedtler, however you say it, as a base for these. I didn't really know what they were, so I just did them this colour because I felt like it. I also used fine liner a bit with the bees, and then I didn't use any glittery accents, but I did use Jelly Roll glaze. So I used a Jelly Roll clear glaze for the wings of the bees, and then I've got it's kind of a grey. It's not as opaque as the black one, but the grey as well for the lines on the bees as well. So that was really fun. And what I tried to do on the wings was do them see-through. So I'm not sure if you can see, but here there's pink and then green, obviously where the pink and green is. So yeah, it was good to complete this one. Obviously it's quite nice because it is just repetitive. So once you've got your colours, that's pretty much it. So it was good to, you know, just have the small amount of pencils there ready for me to get going on it. I also used soft pastel in the background. I went for kind of a peachy tan colour to go with the other accents that I had of that colour. I was going to do it pink, but I thought it might then be too pink. So yeah, that's the first one that I've done. And these aren't necessarily in order of when I did them in the month, it's just the ones that are in my pile. So next we have Tales from the Forest Kingdom by Hannah Carlson. This is the Swedish edition, but I think the English version is coming out fairly soon. So the one I've completed is this one. So this was a buddy colour with the lovely Erica from Elm Colours, and this was for the colouring style swap hashtag, which was on this month, and it was hosted by Colour Bright Bex. And basically what you had to do for this was buddy up with someone and colour the same picture but using each other's styles, which sounded so fun. And Erica asked if we would like to do that. We'd already had this picture planned, and then decided to also do the prompt of the style swap for it as well. So if I remember, hopefully I will insert Erica's picture that I was inspired by. So as you can see, that particular picture was absolutely gorgeous. That was Hannah Carlson as well, I believe. But what I decided to do was take a colour palette of hers that I really liked on her particular picture and try and replicate it as best I could, whilst also kind of, you know, doing her style. Her colouring is gorgeous. So for this page, I used entirely Castle Art pencils, I think, which was great because I did a full page with them. I was gifted them by the wonderful Sue, and it was a 72 set, and I really enjoyed it. I used Zest It Blend to blend the background, her dress, pretty much everything, and I really like how it worked on this paper. It just looks very watercolour like and very smooth. I do really like that. I also enjoyed putting the glow from the aura around the ball. So there's yellow on her face, on her dress as well. And then the wings, I do get a lot of questions actually about what I do for my wings. It's pretty similar. I will generally use a base of my Stardust paint by Calero, which is just a paint of pure glitter. And then either or both do Jolly Roll Glaze twice, because 2 layers works best for me, and then go over with white gel pen accents as well. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I did a little bit on here, but you can't really see it. So yeah, sometimes I do both, and sometimes I just choose and think which one will work best. I used a clear Jelly Roll Stardust for some of the lines in the middles of these dots, and then a Jelly Roll Gold Metallic, a Uniball Bronze, a Uniball Silver as well. So I didn't put too many accents on here, but I really love the shimmer that I do have. I'm not sure if you can see it all too well. Oh yeah, there we go, it's showing up. I did do on the wings shading with pink, but I mostly wanted them to look see-through, but I didn't want them to be totally white, obviously, because they are next to just white paper. So I wanted to make sure there was some shadow, and it's not showing up quite as well as in person, but I'm really chuffed with this one. It's a very lovely page to do as well. I think I did it within a couple of days on and off. And yeah, that was that page. So thank you so much for buddying up with me, Erica, and for suggesting to do the colouring style swap. I had a lot of fun with that. The next page I have to share with you is from Worlds of Wonder by Joanna Basford. This is my first proper page from this book. I have done the nameplate page, but this is my first full one. So I coloured this one. I've got a new coloured bookmark there. Let me just put that to the side. So this was also inspired by Erica, actually. This time though, I was actually following her page for this. So again, if I remember, I will insert it here for you. So I pretty much did most of the background and things the same as her. I didn't do any background down here like she did. I did think what she did was really cool, but I just felt like once I'd finished it, I was, you know, happy with it. So this was mainly for the Home Sweet Home colour along hosted by Effie Colours. It was also a buddy colour with the lovely Barbara, who comments on my videos and wanted to do a buddy colour. And I'm so sorry it's taken me so long to do this, Barbara. I know you completed yours quite a while ago, but yeah, I'm really pleased that I managed to get round to mine. So this was done all with Prismacolor, which was a challenge for me, but I really liked just using one set of pencils. I did use Prismacolor just for my nameplate, I think, and they work really well in this book. The background took a lot of layering, but I'm really pleased with that, and that was the main thing that I was trying to follow from Erica's picture. And also what I was trying to do was make the background darker than the leaves, and that's something that I wouldn't normally do, because usually I would have the leaves darker and the background lighter. But these leaves I blended with my Derwent Blender pens, and it worked really well for that. The flower palette I'm really happy with, because I did mix colours together that I wouldn't normally do to try and create a different sort of colour, because I didn't just want to do the same, you know, just purple, just pink. I mixed quite a few different colours together, including henna as kind of the shadow colour, which gave it a different effect. So yeah, all in all, it's a very enjoyable page. I think I did this one within a day. I had a couple of days this month where I wasn't doing much, which was good, and then other days where I was really busy. So embellishments wise, I didn't use any glitter. I haven't been using any glitter embellishments in this book so far, but I have used some white gel pen here to create the effect of glass. I was thinking of using Jelly Roll glaze for most of it, but that would have just been ridiculous. I wouldn't have been able to do it. So in the end, I just decided to make it look like it was glass. And I've also got more white gel pen lines. I use the Arteza white gel pen. So for example, on these leaves here and the dots there, which I like doing, and I added stars in the sky and little dots to show that the butterflies are flying as well. I used a Pentel hybrid purple metallic gel pen on the butterflies, and also the Jelly Roll metallic gold on the middles of the flowers, and also on the butterflies as well. And then the Uniball bronze again on some of the house bits. So to me, this is kind of like a house, because I know when Joanna said, I think she described it as kind of a flower bubblegum machine, which is kind of what I was thinking. And also it is kind of like a house because it has the door. So yeah, I was really pleased I could do this picture for Effie's colour along. So that is that page. Loved doing that. I then have a completed page in Circle of Life by Melpomene Chatsupanaghitu. This was a whip from last month, I believe. And yeah, I really liked doing this one. So this was also a buddy colour with Michelle, and so for this, might have already seen it, it's not that one. For this one, I was attempting to just use Crayola pencils, which I did manage to achieve, which again, I was really proud of myself for, because especially since Crayolas for some people are hard to work with, I was really pleased that I could use them in a way that worked for me for a whole page. So basically, for a lot of things, I did layer up a little bit, but I was able to burnish a bit with them without hurting my hand too much. They are very hard pencils, and if you want to really get the best use out of them, you do kind of have to layer up or use darker colours to get more of you know, the shadow. So for example, with these mountains up here, I did have to go in with black and other darker colours, which is something I wouldn't normally do. Even for the book here, I was going in with black to shadow, just because I felt that without it, it didn't really have the depth that I felt it needed. But I'm so proud of it, and the thing that I like the best actually is the sky, because it's a slightly different effect to what I would normally do. So if you want to try and replicate it with any pencils, by all means you can. All I did was made sure I left a bit of an aura around all of these dots, and then went over them with yellow. So that was the first step. And then I used white gel pen to do lots of dots and stars. And then I used a yellow Posca to also add dots, which I think gives it a really cool effect. Again, there's not that much glitter really, only on the water and some of the accents here. I did use some other glitter gel pens for the water. Also a bit on the flowers as well. And then some metallic gel pen and stuff like that. Also some green as well. So yeah, lots of metallics. I also really like the purple colour here. And overall, this was a page that I was really looking forward to doing. And when I first started it with the green, it was quite bright. Because I did use a neon colour as a base to kind of give it a bit of a different effect. And yeah, I was quite conscious that it was looking a bit bright, but then once I added the other colours, it doesn't make your eye attract to it too much with everything else going on. So yeah, that was that page. And yeah, it was a really good challenge for me, and I had a lot of fun. So, oh, this is falling out. I also have a whip in this book. This is another buddy colour with the lovely Siska on Instagram, and also Shannon, who is at Love of Colouring. So we are doing this with the few of us. So yeah, this one so far I'm using Brute Thinner pencils, and I did start this on my TMI tag video. So this one, in terms of the background, it takes me quite a while, which is absolutely fine. I really like doing backgrounds, they're quite therapeutic. And then the only thing I'm wondering at the moment about is whether to colour the shell realistically and forget about all of the you know, the designs on it, or actually colour the designs. Yeah, that's the only thing I'm not too sure on, but I'm leaning towards more just colouring what's there, and maybe doing the seaweed kind of darker mossy colours to make it realistic like the shell. But yeah, I'm not too sure. Well, I'll be able to do the actual head and you know, other parts of the turtle realistically, so we'll see. But I love how the Brute Thinner pencils work in this book, so yeah, it's good to get back to it. I'm using a couple of different blues that I wouldn't normally use, just to have it a bit brighter. You know, it's a summery page. So yeah, this is so cute, I love it. So that's my whip in here. I tend to have a whip in this book all the time because I love it so much. I then have a completed page and a very small whip, or you know, just started it, from my I Believe in Fairies postcards by Clara Markova. So the actual page that I completed goes for the Unicorns and Dragons 2021 colour along, hosted by Universe Art, and I did colour a unicorn. So if you didn't see the video yet, I have done a vlog of me whilst we were in Devon. I did a face reveal, all of that, if you like to go and check it out. But I was also showing my progress of this picture, because I did start it in Devon and then I did share the completed picture afterwards. And I was inspired by Ali from Enchanted Colours. So again, if I remember, I will share her picture with you now. So I was trying to replicate her idea of mixing loads of bright colours to actually do the body of the unicorn. So I've got purples, blues, yellows, pinks, all of that. It doesn't show up that well on camera. And then I also searched up magical background because I wanted to do something a bit different, and I found this one. So again, if I remember, what I will do is insert the screenshot I took of the picture in case you want to try and replicate it yourself. So that did take a long time, but I am so chuffed with it. I used Black Widow pencils for the entirety of the page, which again was really good for me, and I love how they work on this card. It's brilliant. So the only thing that I think I found quite difficult was the grass, because I didn't really know what green to go with. I wanted to make sure I had different greens going on. In hindsight, this green's probably my favourite, and I should have dulled this down a bit. But you know what? It's a magical page. I thought it worked quite well, being quite bright. It doesn't show up quite as bright on camera as it is in person. But I like the different colour mushrooms I did. And embellishments, again, these wings are quite similar. So I did a base of the Stardust paint again and did them see-through. So basically I did colour as if the wings weren't there. So the purple continues here, so does the blue, all of that, just to make it look realistic. And then I can't tell what, oh no, and then I basically did white gel pen on all of the areas and then went back in with some Coliro paints just on the very edge here, and the dots in the centre as well. So that was very fun. Oh, these butterflies were really fun for me to do as well, because I wanted to do something a bit different. So the blue bit that you can see on here is the bit that I've tried to make see-through. And then I did a pink to green gradient for the rest of the butterfly. Same over here. So some bits are see-through to match the background, and then the pink to green is the actual butterfly. So that was very fun. And it didn't take me too long either. As another note, on the horn here for the unicorn horn, I was just wondering if that was right then. I did white gel pen first and then went over with the Jelly Roll Stardust just to make it pop a bit. But yeah, that's pretty much all I used. I did do a different technique here for the leaves. I did a base of the clearer and then went over with pencil, so you can kind of see just a bit of the shimmer poking through underneath the pencil. But yeah, this was so much fun. I'm really pleased with it. I think this is probably one of my favourites now, just because of the different background and all of that. And I'm really pleased that I could take part in Valentina's colour along. So thank you for doing that, Valentina, because it really did give me the inspiration to come to this picture. And then this is the one that I've started. We were going away and I didn't know if I would get a chance to colour, which in the end I didn't. So what I decided to do was just pick my colour palette for this page, and then I had the pencils ready just in case. So for this, I'm planning on doing these like grape hyacinths. So what I'm going to do though is do purple fading out into white. I found a reference photo somewhere, and also do obviously bits of green where needed, and do something like that. And then I think I was going to go for a creamy yellow background, fairly realistic brown sort of toadstools. We'll see, but this one I am using Castle Art pencils for. The only tricky thing I think is trying to blend the colours to get it how I want it. So for me, usually this would be quite a bright purple for me to use. That's quite a bold choice for me, because usually I would go for something a bit more dulled down. But I'm liking how it's turning out, and obviously grape hyacinths, I'm colouring them realistically, and they are meant to be like that. So it's kind of like this purple, but not. It's just a little bit more bright. I guess it's like that. But yeah, that's the next one I'm doing. So I have the colours set aside already. So this may be one that I get finished in July, but if I don't, that's fine. And to be honest, this will definitely be one that I take on holiday with me, and it's just so good because I can just pick through, you know, they're small, you can get them done fairly quickly. So yeah, that is my whip. And then I have a completed whip from Ivy and the Inky Butterfly by Joanna Basford. This is also a buddy colour with Michelle, and the picture I have completed is this one. I finished this within an afternoon. I had pretty much finished the flowers and everything, and then that took me a long time, and I was thinking, oh my goodness, the rest of this is going to take such a long time. And actually it didn't, because I knew exactly what I wanted to do for the leaves. I had the colours already set out from the previous page, and I just thought, let's do it. Yeah, it really didn't take long. I used my Derwent Blender pen for quite a few things. It kind of went through to the other side, but obviously it dries, so it doesn't matter. I used them especially for the leaves here, and yeah, I'm really pleased with this. I didn't feel like it needed a background on the outside because I'd already done one, but yeah, now the pages match, which I'm really pleased about. So embellishments are exactly the same as the previous page. So you have the Jelly Roll Gold Metallic, and this purple down here on the flowers is a, oh, what's it called? Typo gel pen, purple gel pen. And then I also have a blue one up there on the flowers, which is a Pencil Hybrid Dual Metallic new colour. I think that's it. And also down here on these leaves, I didn't know whether they were leaves or flowers. I kind of just made them like they were leaves. But yeah, that is my completed page. The next one, oh dear, this next one is going to take me ages. I already pretty much know what I want to do for this. The hydrangeas, I'm going to do the same as before. I was inspired by a reference photo last time, and that's what I will still do. The background, however, I'm still thinking about what I'm going to do. I'm thinking I'm probably going to do a blue sky and use my cloud stencil, which I've done for quite a few other pages. But there's just a lot. It's a very overwhelming page, but it's just absolutely gorgeous. And then, yeah, there's just a lot of floral ones to begin with, and then it goes more into interiors. And I think I prefer the floral bits, but it's just a lot all at once, which I think why that's the only downside with doing it in order, because some of the pages to begin with now are quite similar. But yeah, that's my page completed in Ivy. I'm really pleased I got that done. Hopefully I'll be able to at least start that double spread this month. But I do have quite a few whips, so we'll see. I'm aiming to get pretty much all of these whips done before we go on holiday. Well, at least a couple of them. I know some of them I won't be able to get done. The first one I have to share with you is from Mythographic Imagine by Joseph Kattenbang. Oh, I'm really, really pleased with how this page is coming out so far. It is a slow goer, but it's worth it. I am really happy with it. So this one I had started in May, but yeah, I haven't finished it yet. So this picture, I started with the violins. I mean, I don't know because of scale if they necessarily are violins or whether they're meant to be double basses or whatever, but for me, I thought they were violins just because of the size and all that. So I did all the violins and the bows first. Then, oh no, I did the music notes first. And for everything pretty much, I'm using a fine liner base. And then I'm going over with pencil, which does speed up the process a lot. This background was so much fun. I used a circle stencil. It's kind of a bokeh background, kind of. It's not as hazy. The lines aren't definite lines around the circles, but, you know, it's more of a bubble background. And I knew that I had to do a background for this. I just couldn't leave it. Because there's the border here, it's contained, so I don't mind doing a background for it because it's a lot more manageable. So yeah, pretty much everything you see here is complete in terms of what I've coloured, apart from these flowers here, which I need to finish off. And yeah, then I've obviously just got the things that I haven't coloured yet. These flowers, by the way, were so much fun. I keep saying so much fun, but it really was. So I've done the base of the with the fine liner, then I do my pencil shading, then I've outlined everything with a pink Posca to get rid of the black lines, then I've gone over some areas with fine liner and white gel pen, so they stand out quite a lot because there's no black lines, which I quite like. And currently I'm going and doing all of the realistic elements that are left. So the swallows, well, I think they're swallows. That's what I went with. I'm not actually sure if they are, but they look like them to me. The barn owl, and then I've just got the heron. I think it's a heron. Or it could be something else, I'm not sure. I've just got the heron left and the hummingbird up here. So once I've done those, I can pick what I want to do for the rest. After that, though, I've really just got the dress. Well, sort through the dress. What's the dress and what are the leaves and the flowers? That's going to be the tricky bit, I think. And I think I'm going to do the dress a dark purpley grape sort of colour to kind of go with the purple that the pink, sorry, that I've already got going on. But yeah, I'm not too sure. I still want these violins to stand out, and I'm so pleased with them. I did a base of fine liner for those as well, and actually it really does speed up the process, and you wouldn't necessarily know either. And yeah, so I did base of fine liner even for the skin and the hair and all of that. I used my Arteza Inconic fine liners as a base. I didn't use a base for the background. That would probably just be a step too far because it is just a huge background compared to my tiny fine liners. But yeah, this is my whip currently, and I'm really happy with how it's turning out. The paper's gorgeous, and I love these books. I am so happy I now have a few of them because I really have been missing out. They're amazing. So yeah, that's my page that I'm working on. I think I titled this page in my bullet tracker Musical Outburst, which I think sums it up quite well because there's just music everywhere. I love it. Well, that's why I picked this one first to do. Another whip I have is from Fairy Celebrations by Clara Markova. This is a buddy colour with the lovely Effie from Effie Colours, and we are doing this one. I am following Chris Cheng's tutorial partly. Again, this is in my vlog. I am following her techniques. I'm not using the same pencils for everything. Originally, I was just going to use Black Widow. That didn't stick. I have now used Prismacolor for the Baby Swan. Is it a Signet? I can't remember. But yeah, that's what I've kind of decided to do. I'm doing a mix and match. I'm not doing everything quite as dark and bold as she is. Hers is absolutely gorgeous though. So I've finished part 1 of the tutorial. Part 2 is now the rest of it. So, you know, I think she only shows one flower and then you have to do the rest. So that's the only bit that I'm a little bit worried about, and the background is going to take ages. But yeah, how it's turning out so far is good for me, and I'm just going to hopefully keep going with it and finish it before the end of July. So yeah, that's how it's turning out so far. I have already started putting embellishments on. So with the white gel pen, I've done loads of strokes on the fur, on the beak. I don't have a red Posca or anything, so I couldn't make it all opaque. But I tried to, you know, do my best with it, and I actually really like how it's turning out. So yeah, that's that one. And I've done quite a few pages now, right at the front part of this book. So it's nice that it's slowly getting filled up. And yeah, it's nice to do a realistic one as well. So that's Fairy Celebrations by Clara. Then have a buddy colour with Fragile, no, not with Fragile Worlds, from Fragile World with Valentina. I haven't done any more on this yet, and I haven't in my other one, but I thought I would show you what I'm hoping to work on. So I'm hoping to continue with my Galapagos penguins. I've got a tutorial on how I did this sky if you're interested, and I just need to continue with it. I won't continue with it though until Valentina's completed her flamingo page that she's working on, so we're going to hopefully work on it together at the same time. So I thought I'd wait to continue with it and work on it when she's ready to. So that's that one. And then I know, I really wanted to get back to this. I didn't get a chance to live stream this month, and I was off, but I still felt there was still stuff I was doing every day pretty much. Yeah, I was just busy, and I really wanted to get back to it. And I did have some comments last month saying, oh, I'm really looking forward to seeing Cogsworth done. I'm really sorry that did not happen. Please forgive me. That's the thing with having a channel, I guess, is that you know, because you have viewers watching and you know, seeing what pictures you have completed, on the one hand it can really motivate you to do the pictures, and then on the other hand I feel really bad if I then can't get round to doing them, but I really do want to try and do just a bit more of this page this month. As I said, this is my goal, to finish this picture by the end of 2021, which doesn't seem like a lot to ask, but for me it is, because it's taking ages as it is. So yeah, anyway, I'm hoping to get a bit further with this one. It doesn't really deserve a bookmark because it's not complete, but yeah, that is that one. So yeah, they are my whips. So that's everything that I've got to share with you. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed this. It is a bit of a longer video. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day or evening wherever you are in the world. And I will see you all in my next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.